I completely understand gang culture. I benefited from it, to be honest with you. Being from the neighborhood that I'm from benefited me. There was incidents where motherfuckers ran up on me talking about where you from. And I told them where I was from. They ain't want no parts. Incidents where motherfuckers ran up on me asking me where I was from. I told them where I'm from. They just so happen to have cousins from there. Oh, you know such and such? Yeah, that's the homie. Incidents where motherfuckers ran up on me asking me where I was from. And it just so happened that they was from a blood set too, so they wasn't even tripping. Didn't really have to fight a lot, you know, coming up, other than just, squabbles I got into with my best friends, because everybody knew who my stepdad was. So, that benefited me. Nobody would ever, try and pressure me into no shit or nothing like that. I didn't really have like peer pressure. Like I told you, some of the big homies, wouldn't even look my way when it came to certain shit because they knew who my stepdad was, right? So I benefited from gang culture. But what I don't understand, the older I get, I don't understand how you can be over 30 and still promoting gang culture. I don't understand how you could lose so fucking much and still be promoting gang culture. Like y'all talk about the homies' kids that you got to take care of and look out for. Y'all go get people's name tatted on y'all, walk around with fucking t-shirts on, use the long live hashtags in all your photos. But it's no way y'all could really feel that way. It's no way you could really feel bad that he died and left kids, or that he died, the way he died. There's no way you could be missing them so much and still promote that culture. It's not possible to me. Somewhere, y'all lying somewhere. It's no way you could be heartbroken over losing somebody to this gang, but then watch the next youngster come up in it. I don't get that. What I lost to gang culture was a fraction of what other people I know lost to gang culture. A fraction. And I speak against the shit, every time I get a chance. I speak against the shit because I know what I lost. I know how much time motherfuckers is doing. I know how these mothers are missing these kids, how these brothers, these cousins are missing their family members. I seen them tears. I used to talk about death all the time like it was nothing. Like, oh, Merc, God, whoop, 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 whoop. When I was younger. On everything I love. When my brother died, and it had nothing to do with gang culture or it had nothing to do with anyone but him. When my brother died, I went on social media and I said, I don't give a damn who I got beef with or what it's about. That shit is dead. Because I don't want nobody else to feel the way I feel right now. That's on everything I love. That's what I posted. Because I never felt that kind of hurt in my life to this day. And all I did over the last 2 years was lose people. I still ain't never felt that kind of hurt. So it's no way that y'all felt that kind of hurt, but y'all still out here promoting this shit. And what is it about? It's because your mother could afford to live in this neighborhood and their mother could afford to live in that neighborhood. Somewhere along the line, somebody from that neighborhood got killed by somebody from this neighborhood, and the cycle never ended. They killed your homie, so you went and killed one of them. Now they coming back trying to find you to kill you. They missed you and killed another one of your homies. So you got to go back and kill one of them. It's a never-ending cycle. Never ending. And we all understand this shit. Yet we don't do anything about it. We just let it play on. Because see, what I find interesting is how as soon as somebody get into it with somebody, they the hardest motherfucker on earth. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no parts of me. I'm whoop, 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 whoop. From whoop, 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 whoop. Cuz, blood. This is where I'm from. Whoop, 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 whoop. But as soon as a motherfucker be like, yeah, we got to stop this gang shit. Oh, ain't nothing I could do about that. It's just part of the game. You know, I can't tell them how to do nothing. No, you so-and-so from whoop, 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 whoop. Right, cuz? Right, blood? Ain't that who you is? That's who you is when you want to act like you the hardest motherfucker on earth. But when it comes to saying, you know, we got to lead these youngsters in a different direction, now you powerless. Now your voice don't mean nothing then. And see, the thing about it is, it has to be the hardest motherfuckers. It has to be the motherfuckers that everybody know really about that action. Really with that shit. Has to be one of them that say something. Because let's just be honest. A square can't tell no gangster what to do. Just like a poor person can't tell a rich person what to do. A rich person can't tell a poor person. Like it does not resonate. Yeah, you can't tell nobody what to do unless they're aspiring to be just like you. But the problem with that now becomes, well, most of the hardest motherfuckers from the neighborhoods have no identity outside of their neighborhood. So if you telling them to denounce the neighborhood, denounce the gang shit, denounce this, denounce that, well, now you're taking their identity away from them. And that's the only thing they're known for. And no matter who it is, people are always going to speak from the strongest position that they perceive they have. What I mean by that, a person who's rich is going to always make it seem like money is the biggest issue in the world. Oh, if they are in shape, they're going to make it seem like working out is the most important thing in the world. If they have a bunch of degrees, they're going to make it seem like education is the most important thing in the world. If they have a 25, 30-year marriage, they're going to make it seem like staying together as a family is the most important thing in the world. Having a relationship is the most important thing in the world. Everyone is going to speak from the strongest position that they offer. It's just that. You can go on YouTube, check out any one of your subscribers. Whatever they do well, that's the position they speak from. You'll never see a motherfucker who got a whole bunch of money, but out of shape, talking about how health is so important. Hey, they're going to say, no, get to your money. That's what they're going to say. You're never going to see an ugly person talking about how looking good and smelling good is the most important thing. No, it's going to be the pretty boy. It's going to be the person that thinks they're the freshest person in the world that's going to say style is this. Oh, you know, getting your hair cut every week is so important. So I say all of that to say that most of the people who have the influence to say, no, this ain't the path for you. Not only is this not the path for you, but if I see you around here, I'm going to fuck you up because this ain't got nothing to do with you. You need to go be on that ball court You need to hit them books. You need to focus on something else. You need to get a job. No, focus on, providing for that young lady I always see you with. Oh, y'all got a son on the way, right? No, man, show your son better than me. They don't say that because it take away their hood fame. They love it when the youngsters want to be just like them. They love that shit. But it keeps the cycle going. So that video I dropped the other day where, I got the green screen behind me. I made that video like 2 years ago. And I'm going to be honest, when I made that video, I just wanted to do something that was a little funny. My wife was rubbing her fingers through my beard, detangling it. And, I told her how funny it would be if she was to braid my beard up. Because I had this little character in mind. And that character was just sounding like the same way some of these dudes that be 35 plus, 40 plus, still in them streets be sounding. You could tell the way they talk, not articulate. They sound slow. They sound dumb. And so that was my best parody of the way people be sounding to me when they be on this gang shit past their 30s. Now, I always say past the 30s because, like I say, so many in the cycle. And there's so many youngsters right now who in this gang shit in their 20s that by the time they hit their 30s, most of them are going to throw that shit away. Like, they're going to realize this shit's stupid. We banging over neighborhoods. It was even stupider, in the 90s, early 90s when they was banging over colors, late 80s when they was banging over colors, right? But these just neighborhoods. This is where my mother could afford to live. She didn't even know. She came from a different city to this motherfucker. And this is just it. And I was groomed into this shit. First of all, I was desensitized to it because of all of the shit that I had seen from elementary up. Because like I said, man, D Smoke, shout out to D Smoke. When that motherfucker said, what you want to be hood for? Let me show you how the hood go. Everybody cool in elementary school till you hit 13 and them hoods chose. That line resonates like a motherfucker because that's the truth. When you in elementary school, it's all about, kid shit, playing tetherball, playing football, tag and foursquare and this, that, and the third. As soon as you hit the middle schools, cliques start to get formed. Cliques spill outside of the school. Now you really trying to prove yourself. So you one of the youngest motherfuckers hanging out on the block. I remember when I was in 6th grade, walking into Swainson. Swainson was cold in the motherfuckers. Like the coldest school I ever been to. I just remember walking in that quad and hearing somebody yell out, "Soldier!" And all the way across the quad, somebody else yelled out, "Mafia!" And it was just like, these were cliques. But it was just a different world. And you talking about a motherfucker who grew up in the hood. Northtown, 004, Hollywood. That's where I grew up at. That's where my people's from. Nothing but love for my neighbor. I love my neighborhood. Love my neighborhood. I can give a fuck about the gang shit. Yeah, I can give a fuck about that blood part. It's Northtown 004 Hollywood all day. But I don't finish mine with no blood at the end. Can't be about that, man. Can't be about that. You talking to a motherfucker, you listening to a motherfucker right now that came up, Lois Craig up. I've been there. Been there. And a lot of people be like, well, how can you claim your neighborhood but want nothing to do with the gang? You can't claim the neighborhood but not the gang. And I ask them, are you American? Yeah. Were you born in America? Yeah, okay, well then you American. Did you join the Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, National Guard? No. Well then you claim your hood, but you didn't join the gang. It's that simple. Everybody should have pride on where they from. Everybody should have pride enough, to want to see people from your area do well. I I mean, it's wishful thinking, and we know I stay in reality, so I know it'll never happen. But just imagine if everybody who did well in life, stayed in their neighborhood. Imagine if the kids had that to see coming up, could walk outside and see success in their neighborhood from their neighborhood. You don't see that. They got to walk outside and see the very worst of what their neighborhood has to offer that day. Because everybody that's from the neighborhood that did well for themselves,